Hi, my name is Shimizu from Sony Computer Science Laboratories, and I would like to present Morphing Identity, exploring self-other identity continuum through interpersonal facial morphing experience. This work was done in collaboration with my colleagues Senta Naruse, Nishida, and Shunichi Kasahara from Sony Computer Science Laboratories, the University of Maryland, and the Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology. Our question behind this paper is, where's the boundary between self and other? This also means, what is self-identity? Then, what defines identity? One important aspect is our face, which play a critical role in shaping self-identification. We then wondered, is there any extended range of self? What if our identities are blended each other? How does it evolve our interpersonal experiences? To explore these questions, we designed an interactive facial morphing experience where the facial images to users are blended and then swapped over time. Here's a preview of what we've built. This allows us to explore new interpersonal experiences as well as a window of self-identification. Now let me explain an overview of how this system was created. The system is equipped with a pair of webcams, displays, LED bars, and a PC with a custom morphing algorithm. Here shows how our morphing works. The pipeline consists of projecting the user's face onto the latent space, generating a morphing sequence by interpolating the latent vector, and performing real-time reenactment while applying dynamic control to proceed with morphing. Now, back to our research question, which is, where is the boundary of self? How our subjective experiences would evolve when our facial identities are blended. To investigate this, we installed Morphing Identity in public exhibitions to explore the experience with a diverse participant body. We conducted quantitative and qualitative studies on a sample from the 7,600 plus exhibition attendees. First, let me explain quantitative analysis we did in the exhibition. In this study, we measured the boundary between self and other to explore how our identity can be extended when facial images are blended. As you can see here, her facial image is blended with that of the partner, and she realized that the avatar's face is now unrecognizable as herself. Then she releases a foot switch, which works as a self button, and our system records the morphing level at this point as a boundary between self and other. And here's a result of the histogram of the frequency of releasing the self button. X-axis represents morphing level from 0 to 100%. 0% means completely self-image, while 100% means completely partner's image. It was measured that the participants recognized the morphed faces as their own until the 20% of interpersonal morphing level. So, what does this mean? This means that there's an extended window in the interpersonal facial morphing experience. Now, let's dig into their subjective experiences. In this session, we collected subjective feedback through Likert questionnaires and semi-structured interviews. For instance, one participant mentioned that, "I did not realize that there were some changes, although his face had already morphed slightly." Another participant stated that the blended face looked like someone else, but I felt familiar when their faces are blended half and half. When swapping faces with each other, one participant said that it's fun to equip my partner's face on my own. So these are all exciting findings, but now let me summarize all results. First, let's look back at the entire morphing experience again. As you just saw, we found there are 3 stages of identity in the interpersonal facial morphing experience. And now, combined with quantitative and qualitative findings, we synthesize a self-other continuum, which can be represented by the sense of agency and self-identity. For instance, there's an extended facial identity stage in the beginning, where one's self-identity is implicitly extended to that of a partner while feeling their own facial identity. And joint facial identity, where users feel their facial identities are mixed and feel a sense of agency over the intermediate facial identity. Lastly, an intertwined facial identity, where the facial identities are swapped, with each user controlling a facial image with the other user's identity morphed onto it. We believe these findings are novel and can provide new perspectives for understanding the self-identity, because previous studies use non-interactive strategies such as visual tactile simulation, while ours allow interactive and social interaction during morphing. Finally, we think this continuum, as well as our findings, would be useful when designing face morphing applications such as video chat, remote robots, and avatar design. Thank you, and our demo will be available at the interactivity session. We look forward to seeing you at our booth.